Our middle school runs on a split lunch system. Sixth graders and some of the seventh grade get first lunch. The rest of us, seventh and eighth graders, go during second lunch. It was early October, a gloomy, rainy day. During first lunch, I was walking across the blacktop toward the cafeteria when I heard 4 loud booms. I thought it was thunder until kids around me started screaming. At first, I rolled my eyes, thinking everyone was overreacting, until campus security rushed in, yelling for everyone to get inside the multi-purpose room. No questions, no hesitation. Even the kids who were in line to buy lunch had to throw their food away. Me and a few friends got pushed into the big room along with 100 others. The back wall of the room was all glass, which the staff quickly started covering with curtains. There were adults posted at every door. No one in, no one out. My friend Eric was just as freaked out as the rest of us. He asked one of the staff what was happening. When he came back, he whispered, "You know that house right across the street from the school?" I nodded. He said, "There's a guy, some mentally unstable guy. He barricaded himself inside. He's threatening to kill himself, and the cops, if they try to evict him." That alone was horrifying. But then Eric added, "He was walking around this morning, watching the kids arrive, just standing out there, staring. And the worst part? He was a registered sex offender. We were stuck in that multi-purpose room for over an hour, missing 2 whole class periods. No one knew what was going to happen. Later, when things had calmed down, we were escorted back to class one by one. That night, I talked to my friend Brandy. She lives on that same street. She told me something that made my stomach turn. "Last Halloween, I saw that same guy in his window," she said. "He was cutting his arm and writing stuff on the glass in blood. Apparently, he had written, 'Don't come here or I'll kill you.' They thought it was just a Halloween prop, some creepy prank. But after what happened that day, no one's laughing anymore. We were lucky. He never got into the school, but he was watching." I'm 22, fresh out of college, landed a part-time job as a computer tech intern at my old high school. I mostly work in the basement where all the servers are kept. The space is a mess, tangled wires, dusty corners, but there's one little office tucked in the back that's actually really nice. 3 desks, 2 mini fridges, flat screen on the wall, and best of all, air conditioning, a blessing no one else in the building enjoys. My old computer science teachers helped me get the job. They always liked me and treated me more like a colleague than a student. Things were great until a few weeks ago. That day, my 2 co-workers, Dave and Gary, were upstairs handling something. I stayed behind to eat lunch. Halfway through my sandwich, I got a call from the front office. "The school is on lockdown," the secretary said. "Stay put. Someone possibly armed is in the building." I froze. The basement doesn't even have a proper locking door, just a stairwell entrance and our office, which is wide open. All I could do was kill the lights and turn off my monitor. I texted Dave and Gary, no response. I sat in that dark room for 20 minutes, playing games on my phone and trying not to spiral. Then, the basement door creaked open. I froze. Footsteps started coming down the stairs. I pushed my chair back and crawled under my desk, heart pounding in my ears. Someone entered the office, but didn't turn the lights on. Just silence, unmoving, watching. Then, ding, a notification on my phone, a text. I wanted to cry. That tiny sound felt like a death sentence. The footsteps moved toward my desk. I was about to scream when someone reached under and grabbed my arm. He pulled me up. A man in a red plaid shirt, jeans, and a dark red cap. He whispered, "It's okay. I'm just hiding down here with you. What's going on up there?" Something felt off. His voice was too calm, too casual. I asked, "Who are you?" He paused, then said, "I was coming to pick up my son. A teacher told me to hide down here." It didn't feel right. I glanced at my phone. The text I got was from Dave. It read, "Dude, this is insane. Some guy shot Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and a red cap. Do not come upstairs." I looked up. The man was staring at me. He saw my face change. he knew. I turned and ran. Bang. A gunshot echoed behind me. I don't know how, but he missed. I sprinted up the stairs, heart hammering, and slammed into two police officers waiting by the exit. They tackled the man as he came through the doorway seconds later. Mr. Buckley survived. Turns out the shooter had some grudge against him. No one knows exactly why. All I know is that bullet nearly had my name on it, and the sound of it bouncing off the server rack will haunt me forever.
It was a slow, uneventful Friday afternoon in AP Calculus. 7th period, the final stretch before spring break. You could practically feel the tension in the air. Students fidgeting in their seats, tapping pencils, checking the clock every few seconds. Luckily, we didn't have a test like most other classes. Our teacher, Mr. Sanders, was a chill guy. Instead of boring us with another lecture, he pulled up sporkle.com and started a brand logo quiz on the projector. We all laughed, shouted out answers. I remember exactly when it happened. It was right after my friend Alex shouted, "Adidas!" That's when the loudspeaker crackled to life. It was Mr. Clark, the dean. His voice was shaky, frantic. "This is not a drill. Teachers, initiate lockdown immediately." I froze, so did everyone else. Even Mr. Sanders went pale. He rushed to turn off the lights and whispered for us to get to the corner of the room, away from the door, out of sight. We sat there in silence. 2 minutes passed. Then, the low hum from the classroom's back panel shut off. The power had been cut. That's when it got real. We looked at each other, fear settling in like a thick fog. Suddenly, a man's voice echoed down the hallway, screaming at the top of his lungs. Girls in our class started crying. That only made the panic worse. The screaming got louder, closer. He was slamming lockers now. "I'll kill every last one of you!" That was the moment I truly feared for my life. Mr. Sanders motioned for silence as the man's rage hit our classroom door. Bang! Bang! "Open up! I know you're in there!" One girl let out a scream. 2 others sobbed uncontrollably. It felt like he was at that door forever, pounding, yelling, demanding to be let in. But eventually, the sound of his voice started to fade as he continued down the hallway. 10 minutes passed, maybe more. Felt like hours. Then, Mr. Clark came back on the loudspeaker. His voice was trembling. He explained that a man, apparently mentally unstable, had walked in through the front office, assaulted the receptionist, and no one could tell if he was armed. This was before the school had upgraded security. No cameras, no buzz-in system. The front doors were wide open to anyone. Staff had searched the halls but found nothing. Teachers were told to resume class, but keep doors locked, and no one was allowed to leave. But here's the part that still haunts me. Later that night, during the janitor's shift, the man was found sleeping inside a storage closet at the far end of the school. And according to rumors, a .44 Magnum was sticking out of his jacket pocket. By the time police got there, he was gone. To this day, none of us know if they ever caught him. But I'd like to believe he's somewhere getting the help he needs and not waiting to come back.